entire world look towards America. It's like Americans basically have adventurous spirit, tenacity of purpose, and an enthusiasm to achieve results, unrelenting efforts. Even when I was a child, from the age of 7, I was watching always Hollywood movies. So I had very big picture about Americans. So anything to be inducted, anything to be conveyed, anything to be enlightened, that should first start from America. They have still the stuff in them. You have. The only thing is you should be influenced by something which is unpleasant, which has started now happening. Whichever part of the world I look around today, there's only death and destruction, terror and tormentation, envy and enmity, unfortunately. Despite the scientists claiming technological advancement and scientific progress, we don't have peace anywhere on earth. Nobody is happy. Then what is the use of this advancement? Material advancement bereft of God consciousness is advancement in ignorance. We are unhappy today, there is no peace on earth, only because of our disconnect from God. People have stopped going to church anymore. And those who go, they don't go regularly. People have stopped following scriptural instructions. We claim ourselves to be Christians, but we don't follow Bible. We are lurching, groping in the dark because of ignorance. What is that ignorance? About our true identity. You know, when I was talking to somebody, I asked him, "Who are you?" He came out with his name. "I'm Bill Sampson." No, I asked, "Who are you?" "Well, I'm Bill Sampson." "No, that's your name. Who are you?" Then he said, "I'm chief executive of blah blah industries." I said, "That's your profession. I'm asking, who are you?" Then he said, "I'm son of Joseph Sampson." I said, "That's your relationship. Who are you?" He went crazy. He said, "What the hell? What do you mean you are?" Then he said, "Well, I'm a human being like you. Is that okay?" I said, "No." If you claim you are a human being, you have to establish, you have to give me proof. He said, "What's that? I don't understand. If I look like you and if you are a human being, I must be a human being." I said, "No, not necessarily." Then he said, "Okay, you enlighten me on who am I?" Then there are 4 principles: eating, sleeping, fearing, and mating. These 4 are common amongst animals, birds, and human beings. For example, man eats, hog eats. The eating stuff may be different, but the result of eating activity is same. Whatever a hog eats, whatever I eat, both of us get physical strength by eating. There's no difference in that. Then sleeping. Man sleeps within a comfortable enclosure. Animals just lay anywhere it can. So the place where we two sleep, there is a difference, But the result of sleeping activity is when me and that ass gets up, the donkey gets up, we are re-energized to take fresh load of work. Result is same between me and the donkey. Result is same between me and the hawk. When you go to attack an animal, the animal gets scared and tries to defend itself with nails and tails and try to bite you, swallow you. That defending tendency is there in animals also. When a man is attacked, he also gets scared. He also tries to defend. The defense ranges from penknife to nuclear bomb. The range is quite wide, but tendency is same. And then whether it's animal, birds or human beings, mate with the opposite sex and produce children. So this eating, sleeping, defending, mating, all these four basic functions are common between animals and the human beings. I told the gentleman, as long as you confine yourself to these four activities, what your consciousness level is. What consciousness level is that? Animal consciousness. They perform these four functions, you are performing these four functions. You may be performing it in a sophisticated way. Hog eats anywhere from the road, but you eat in 5-star hotels. That's all the difference. So I said, that's why when you claim yourself a human being, I couldn't accept it. The moment you do a fifth function, which animals and birds cannot do, then you come to the human platform. This has to be taught in the universities. In the universities, we train children, students, just to grow up. Either do some work in some multinational company or do some business to make money. And that money you invest in these four items: eating, sleeping, defending, mating. As long as we do this, and as long as we misidentify ourselves as body and not the soul, there is no difference whatsoever between us and the animals. We are posh animals. 25 years back, when I was asked to come the round trip, what they call, the whole world. So I approached a person, travel agent, for a cheap ticket. Because we guys, monks, we don't work or do any business to earn money. We live on donations. See, I want to get a very cheap ticket. So that gentleman, travel agent, asked me, when you guys go abroad, what do you guys speak? I told him, we tell who you are. He said, you must be joking. You mean to say I don't know who I am? I said, no. Then I put a question to him. I'm making full payment in advance for the round trip ticket, which starts from London, UK, and then all that European continent, and coming to Canada, North America, covering USA and going back. I make the full payment in advance. And in the first leg of tour, London, UK, when I land there, and suppose I die, so my folks will send my body back to India. He said, yes. So I said, can I come in the same ticket? I'm afraid not. Why not? I'm making full payment in advance. I don't think you can come. They have to cancel the ticket and reissue a ticket and that will be a cargo ticket. I said, why? Number one, I am only going to come back, maybe not alive, the body will come in a coffin. And I made the payment in advance. What stops them to treat me? They said, well, this is the international rules. You can approach any airlines, any travel agents. Then I had to highlight this point. When I'm alive and I'm traveling, I'm considered as passenger. When the same body is coming dead, I am treated as cargo, like Samsonite luggage. What's the problem? That's my fault. So who is the passenger? If this is not the passenger, who is the passenger? Any gentleman can answer that?
Your soul.
Pardon?
Your soul.
Yeah, intelligent lady, very alert. That's it. It's the soul inside me that is the passenger. When that soul goes out, this is Samsonite luggage. Orange color luggage, blue color luggage, green color luggage, red color luggage, all luggage suitcase, different colors. So what's our value? So because of ignorance of this actual identity, we are suffering. The moment you know you are the soul, not the body. I can ask these young ones, what are these hands? Whose hands? Your hands. And what's this?
My eyes.
What are these?
My ears.
And what is the whole thing?
My body.
Yes. See, everywhere he says, my eyes, my hands, my legs, my body. That means the whole body belongs to him. It is not he. So we are spending whole life wasting time on what we are not. What belongs to me but what I am not. The real you is inside this body. This knowledge should be cultivated. When I was a child, I went to the school. Not this kind of school. This kind of school only teaches you to earn bread, clothing and shelter. Money for that. For what this? What is this which you are not? Because of your presence in this body, your body is animated. The moment you leave this body, nobody will bother about the body. So actually we are suffering due to our inability to realize God. Human form of life is not meant for eating, mating, sleeping, defending. That is animal life. That's meant for animals, not for human beings. The moment you have a human birth, your only duty is to know who is God. Not to know physics, chemistry, geometry, mathematics. Mathematics will only help you to count currency notes. We had a great boxer, Muhammad Ali. He spent his whole lifetime boxing, earning millions of dollars. But unfortunately, he didn't know what will happen to me at death and what happens to me after death. Simply building funds, money. The richest man today, Bill Gates, richest man, he started unloading his money. Initially he was building it up, uploading. Warren Buffett, second richest man. Up to 75 years of age, he struggled a lot